Hey, I'm
What are those
talking about
Americans
that,
like?
like,
What are those Americans like?
Yankee Doodle dandies, shout at anything and scream at anything.
How is it just me, or is Daz not synced up with his voice and camera?
What do you mean? What do you
So-
mean?
Oh, I mean, he might be now.
It's Jackie Chan.
Oh, there you are. Ah, monkey.
That's a fucking awful series, Monkey. I grew up thinking it was the best TV show ever.
And have you gone back and watched it recently?
First
No, you can't
lockdown,
do that.
I bought the full box set. It's shit.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
It's absolutely fucking shit.
I went back and,
I was so upset.
I watched RoboCop. Probably
Oh,
about.
that's awful.
Well, I mean, at the time when you
It was
were
good.
10 or whatever, it
Mhm.
was fucking amazing.
No, it's
And now, if
terrible.
you look at Ed 209, he's made a plasticine,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's horrible.
No, it was horrible, yeah. So never go and revisit old shit like that.
You know what I say? Never go back.
I wish I'd thought of that before I spent 60 quid on the box set of Monkey.
Oh, can you
Yeah.
not take it back?
Well, no, because it was lockdown and I was gradually working my way through loads of series of stuff. I probably had it for 2 months before I actually started watching it. Otherwise, it would be sent back with like, "Why are you returning this? It's fucking shit."
And you
Is that-
watched
is-
it, there's your answer.
Yeah, is that like a day after you broke Pornhub? You completed that?
I
You went for
completed
Monkey.
Pornhub, yeah,
Yeah.
on the highest level.
I've moved on to X videos now. Much better.
Ex-hamster.
No, it's still alive.
This Pants Pete when he turned up for his office.
Has he done like
I think he looks.
Preston?
I think he looks okay for like mid-70s.
What's his real name? Pete Carroll, isn't it?
His pants Pete.
I was going to say, I don't think that's going to bring anything back. Might end up with Pornhub, actually.
If you search on Piss Pants Pete, it might bring back a link
Actually,
to this
let's have a look.
podcast.
Piss Pants. Oh, there's a Piss Pants Pete magnet for sale.
No, that'd be
Really?
him.
Yeah.
Is that on Temu by any chance?
No, Redbubble. I don't...
That sounds dodgy. doesn't it?
Redbubble's like a kind of Etsy thing, isn't
like
it?
an
Where stuff's
Etsy thing,
made
yeah.
made to order.
It's apparently a bird type.
Well, could have been a Seahawks bird type Piss Pants Pete thing.
Looks
I'll
more like
tell
a
you what.
chaffinch.
I'll tell you what do well next season. I don't like the appointment of the Jacksonville Jaguars head coach. He's a Buccaneers offensive coordinator. I think it is. It's sure they're
Yeah.
going into office, and he stood there going, "Wow, wow, wow! If only my dad could see me now, I'd be so proud." I thought, "Oh, that's too much for this guy."
Is that not just doing it for the promotional bullshit they put out?
I don't care. You don't get my votes.
Well, I think it's more the fact that they wanted him so much they were willing to get rid of their general manager to get him in.
Strange, isn't it? Because I didn't really have him down going anywhere. The Bucks.
Wait,
offensive
they
coordinator.
announced about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, that he'd be back he'd be signing a new 3-year deal.
Hmm.
And then
like
instead
the
of
dream.
signing it, he took another job.
The dreaded vote of confidence.
I see Effluence has got a job.
Has he? Which McDonald's is that?
Well, it's come back as a defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, I think. Oh, that's a shame. Eagles fan 18 dies after celebrations. Yeah. I bet it was the Snickers one that got caught in his throat.
It's a chocolate joke, isn't it?
Yeah, celebrations, little joke there for me.
Thanks for explaining that one.
I don't eat chocolate, hence my fantastic physique.
I've just got a bit of breaking news, and it's sad news today. So if we can just take a minute just to reflect on what
Don't
a
worry,
career.
I'll prepare the Simon Bates music.
Yeah, well, and it's just come out now, and BJ's career, apparently injuries ruined his career. What a shame! What a shame! Fuck off.
Oh, well, at least it's injury and not just him not actually being that good.
Exactly.
Well,
Well, shit. Anyway, Mark McCarthy's not coached in 2025. He said so. That rules him out of this Saints job.
That's kind of the same as 2024, isn't it?
Commander's assistant. This is where coaching just gets mad. You know, where it's like the council. They have a job title for everything that means nothing. So, Commander's assistant QB coach David Bluff has requests from the Jets and Jaguars to interview for the QB coach jobs, as well as a request from the Bears for passing game coordinator. What?
like throwing coach at football, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. Oh,
Chuck
Chuck
it to
Pagano.
one of your lads. Don't chuck it to one of their lads.
Baltimore bringing in former
Check,
Colts
please.
head coach. This is a good move for Ravens. Baltimore bringing former Colts head coach Chuck Pagano.
Great name.
Yeah,
It's a good name, but it's no Bum Phillips, is it? When it comes to
that's
coaches'
true.
names.
That is so true. Anyway, Dave Effluence, if that's what his name is so low down. He is not making any news. But your guy's making a bit of news. What you mentioned last week, the Ross Carroll reunion possible. I think you mentioned that last week.
Well, I said it in jest, and then I saw someone else say it seriously. So now I'm definitely behind that happening.
Review of last week's games.
Well, I don't think we need to bother talking about the games anyway this week.
Oh no, to be honest, I'm looking forward to these more than usual.
Have you
particular one?
Both of them, to be honest. I believe there are talking points in both.
Have you noticed the conspiracy theorists have ramped up 100-fold over the officiating and the Chiefs? I thought there's some dodgy calls again.
Are they now conspiracy theorists, or are they just people who watch the game?
Yeah, these are the correct people. There were one where I think it was a third down for the Chiefs, and did they sack Mahomes? They might have sacked Mahomes, and because they didn't get the first down, they said it was offside. Yet it showed it again, and no one moved.
Weren't, yeah.
That's
there were more egregious ones than that, weren't there?
The rat tackle
spotting of a ball.
I've seen. Well, it showed the rat tackle of the Chiefs against the Ravens, and I didn't pick up on this, but the rat tackle on the Chiefs, you've got to be like more or less on the waistband of the guard, not on it, that'd be wrong, but in line with it. And he stood way back. Not only that, he was going half a hut too early, so everyone was like a false start. He was moving before the ball.
He's been doing that since the start of last season.
Yeah, and so they never flagged him at all. Ravens do it. I think they did it twice, and they called it an illegal formation because he's not lined up properly.
It was illegal for the Ravens to do it, bearing in mind they weren't playing.
No. This is against the Ravens, the Chiefs, but I didn't pick it up against the Ravens and Chiefs.
No, same guy's been doing. It's clearly being told to do it because they're not going to flag him for it.
Yeah.
So why not if you're going to get away with it?
You remember the flying louver and that amazing second down play that lasted 4.5 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember the name of the offence? I do. I've
Oh, go on. I forgot it, but it is an interesting one.
It's called a palpably unfair act.
Oh, it's very English.
It was quite surprising. So if you'd have done it again, or anybody else had committed
Penalty try.
they'd given a touchdown.
Yeah, penalty try.
That was possible.
It's because they literally couldn't move the ball any closer.
Yeah.
So that there was no penalty that they could give if they kept on doing it. So they have to say, well, do it again, and we're just going to award the touchdown.
Well, theoretically, you'll never get there if you do half the distance each time. It goes down to literally touching the ball like a little bit.
Yeah, but it was already on the line, essentially.
Yeah.
They couldn't move it any closer.
So Bobby Wagner came out, and before the snaps, we're actually complaining about the formation of the Eagles. And I think they pinged Washington, I think twice for offside. Neutral zone infraction, as they like to call it. And if you have a look at how the Eagles line up, overhead camera, the ball is there, and every one of the Philadelphia Eagles players is past the ball, and it's like they've already broke it. But of course, it's Philadelphia Eagles. They got away. Listen, can we talk about this game?
You were hard done by.
No, not at all.
Right.
We're going to go on to Washington game now. Let's do that first. So congratulations.
It's all right. It looks like you've decided to, so why not?
Yeah, congratulations to Eagles and everything. They outplayed Washington, and but I do find they do get helped a lot with some fucking diabolical calls. Right, they were passing interference.
They got helped out by your quarterback, didn't they?
Our quarterback were all right.
All right, okay.
I don't think it did too badly. Running game didn't take off, but it didn't help with the officials. They give a pass interference where I think it was AJ Brown who just dropped it in the end zone, and it was just hardly anything in it. Then pass interference. So has he dropped it? I don't know. We're not flagging. Yeah, he's dropped it. We'll flag that. They seem to flag a lot of times against Washington, which were bullshit calls. But I'm not using
I
that
don't
as
know.
an
I was watching
excuse.
this at the same time. You
Yeah.
thought every single call against Washington was a bullshit call. So
Yeah, but some more than others.
Did you have your Washington tinted spectacles on?
No.
I
You
I
agreed.
think there
You
may have been a
agreed.
bit of that. No,
You
I said
agreed.
I said there were a couple of soft ones, but
Yeah, very.
they're the ones that you can get given in any game because they happen on literally every play.
You see,
So-
I disagreed with Max Sandstrom one, which then in hindsight, yeah, it was stupid. 3rd and 10, and Hurts takes off to the sideline. No,
Yeah, you said he was out and he wasn't.
no,
Sorry,
you said it.
he said he was in,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he wasn't. He was like a yard out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, so I've
I
reviewed
said
this play.
I said it's stupid to even consider doing that.
Okay.
Bearing in mind the it's 3rd down and you're going to give up an
And
automatic
this-
15
and
points,
this
15 yards.
Was all brought on by not Russell, what's his name? Twathouse. Patrick Mahomes, when he did that against the 49ers, when it looked like he were going out, then no one going to hit him, so he carried on running down the sideline, okay? Then skip back a couple of weeks when, who were they playing? Kansas, and he went to the sideline and he stopped, wanted to be twatted and get out and draw a flag, right? And he flopped over. So, you know the rule, the end zone or the field wraps all the way around the world, around the earth. There's no line. It's no line. So if it was possible, you would jump out of bounds and reappear on the other side of the pitch, and you would never have gone out of bounds if you took a big enough step. And looking back at it, and the commentator even said, I think we're up to the rules, guy, and it was all about his left foot. Nothing to do with Daniel Day-Lewis, but his left foot. Now, his foot, for me,
Eddie, I lost track of this sentence a long time ago.
No.
I did, and then I thought it was something in my cigarette. But he recovered it, my attention, with the Daniel
Day-Lewis, yeah.
So what happened? And if you slow it down, that play was almost a bang play because his foot just touched the white marker out of bounds and he got hit.
So he was out,
he is not out of bounds until his foot touches the out of bounds. If his foot is in midair over out of bounds, he's not out of bounds. He's still in bounds. He's still got one foot.
But it was, and also the foot that hit last was the one that was the furthest away from the line, which is still stupid on Sandstrom's point of view because that's not the one
play.
he'd be looking at.
I agree. No, listen, I agree. It's a stupid play on a 3rd down and 10. It's an important play, and at that time we could have been still in it, but it was a bonehead play. But I don't think people calling it, oh, what a bonehead play, and it's not. He was literally a split second, and I mean a split second of being a good hit, a clean hit. Because, like you say, you're not out of bounds until part of your body touches the out of bounds, and when he just about to touch him, his foot goes down, and when he fully crunches him, his foot is fully down. So it's a bad play. Should never do that, especially on that situation, football. But I think it was unlucky to be pinged. Well, maybe not unlucky to be pinged, but certainly to be. Yeah, I think it was too close to call. This worse call than that.
I'll tell you what wasn't too close to call though. Eagles 55, Commanders 23.
Mm-hmm. You say that scoreline, and you think, "Oof, stuffed." And to be honest, you were.
It was relatively close until like towards half time, wasn't it? There were a couple of scores early 3rd quarter that pretty much ended it.
Yeah. I didn't think it was Cliff Kingsbury's best game calling game of the season. I think they played very conservative. Saying that, the Eagles seem to get pressure on almost every snap, but they did a couple of play. It pisses me off. It was always the wide receiver screen. I think he did it on two drives, and both times they were all over it. And it was like, both times it was just simple. He didn't, for me, let Jaden Daniels be Jaden Daniels. It was almost like the pressure got to Cliff Kingsbury rather than Jaden Daniels. But saying that, we were right guard out. Sam Cosme doesn't help when you fumble.
Sam Cosme, we may hear a bit more about him later.
Our main playmakers, Jami Brown fumbled. We had a fumble from, I think it was Jameson Crowder. We had a fumble from McNichols running it out. Just so then, of course, there was an interception, but at that time, you had to start throwing. And I thought Zach Ertz played well, and news for Zach Ertz is he wants to give it one more year, and I think why not? absolutely. Why not?
Why not get to keep someone who knows the playbook rather than bring a rookie? I mean, you probably need to bring a rookie in at tight end anyway.
Well, we did last season.
But at least you've got a top man to learn from there as well.
Yeah, well, he's called Ben Sinnott, and Ben Sinnott, you might remember, he was the guy.
I know. I saw him bits.
Yeah, he got the ball from a Tress way punt, turn pass. He was the tight end who brought that in. But I've just thought the play calling were very, very strange and very bitty. Our offense didn't flow as much. Scary Terry played well, but our offensive line definitely needs work.
I didn't think they got Terry involved at all. Not enough.
No, not enough. You're right. And this is what we were guilty of for the first 4 or 5 games of the season, just not getting your playmakers involved. But
was that down to Philadelphia having good organised defense?
Well, their defensive coordinator, of course, came in. I forgot who is it? Who's there? It's not Joe Witt, is it?
Guy.
No, it's who? Memphis Depay.
The fitness guy,
Joe Wicks.
Vic Fangio. He is. Yeah, I was just thinking that other guys. I
always think he'd make a great jazz band leader.
No, he
Ladies and gentlemen, the Vic Fangio trio.
He come in and took over a defense that was shit last season. End of season they were terrible with Eagles, and he's turned them into like the number 1 defense overall.
Wasn't he at Denver?
He was at Denver.
It went really badly for him at Denver.
Yeah, he was at Denver, but he's turned that team around. You had Saquon Barkley. I think our first drive lasted, 18 plays.
Yeah, and then they took one.
Then they took Barkley out, and I thought that's how it's going to be. But it's good.
I think that was the right way to do it, because you obviously part of your tactics were to play it slow,
that's right,
drain the clock and that sort of thing on offense. As soon as they score straight away, you go, well, that's kind of fuck that.
Yeah.
I was saying to another Washington fan this week, because it's amazing how many have come out of the woodwork this season. He went, oh yeah, it was disappointing to lose the championship game. And I went, a few months ago, you were just hopeful of a winning record. Don't be going disappointed because you lost in the championship game, because you overachieved by being in the playoffs.
Massively.
Bills 29, Chiefs 32. There was no controversy here, though.
Absolutely fucking joking.
What decision was the worst?
Well, how many can we talk about? Honestly, ridiculous. It's embarrassing. I struggle watching Chiefs games now because you're just waiting for the referees just to throw that flag, and to make it worse, Goodell. Loads of fans have now come out and said it's all scripted, and Mahomes has got this bubble round him. You can't go within 2 yards without the flag being thrown. And Goodell's not coming out and saying anything. I suppose if he does, he's going to get ridiculed. But
he can't. What can he say? He'll come out and deny it, and everyone will go, well, obviously he's going to deny it.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't actually watch the game in full. We watched the sort of highlights on the NFL page, so obviously it didn't show a lot of the contentious decision. So what were they? What happened?
Right. I suppose the most notable one is, it's a 3-point game, isn't it? So anything that causes a turnover of the ball is probably the worst decision of the game. 4th and short, they do a quarterback sneak. The line judge on the side where Josh Allen is,
this is the spot of the ball this year.
Gives the first down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gets overruled by the guy on the other side of the field who couldn't possibly have seen it. And it was quite tight, but the replays clearly showed you've got 7/8 of the ball over the line.
Yeah.
It only needs to touch it.
Yeah. If that's a line, the ball only needs. That's it. That's
and was it?
Yeah. No. This much of the ball was over.
Yeah.
Right. So with that being said, and you've seen that from the TV and the replays.
Yeah, they've got better access to the cameras than I have. And
so why is the call been made then?
Because they overruled the line judge who gave it. But then obviously the Bills challenged.
Oh, so it was actually challenged. So that means video replay.
And then they went to the video, they showed it on the screen, and you go,
all commentators said
all the commentators go,
Roll guy.
He's got it by a foot or whatever and stuff like
Gino
that.
Stereator. He said, yeah, that's a first down.
Yeah. And then they went, the call on the field stands.
Yeah.
And what did Tony Romo say? He went, oh no. That was his reaction to it.
Yeah.
As, I can find a still of it.
And it was
not as in oh no, what a terrible decision. It's like, oh no.
Here we go again.
They're fucking around with the result. It was that kind of oh no.
It was, wasn't it? It really was. It's like, oh no. Because you're waiting for all the complaints coming in.
I saw someone say that the first article I saw on it was, the referees didn't cost the Bills. It was down to the Chiefs being good. And I went, no, because this directly impacts the outcome of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they get this decision right, I believe the Chiefs went down the other end and got a field goal, I think, from this one, right? But the Bills are only 10 yards away from being in field goal range themselves. So if they get the first down like they should, they're 10 yards away from taking the lead. In the end, they're 3 points down. So that's a 6-point swing, that decision, essentially. Minimum.
I'm just looking at a still of it. And obviously the line on the pitch is a visual effect. But you can clearly see that the orange chain marker is bang on level with it. And the ball is... Part of the ball, I would argue, is poking over the line.
Yeah.
On the other side of it, which means it's definitely on it.
Yeah.
Now, now there's the question. So, if the revenue for the NFL is in the 20-odd billion, why do they rely on two old white guys to make a decision like that?
You don't need to call them white guys. Why are you calling them white guys?
Well, because they are. I'm looking at them.
Even Greggles is disturbed by that comment. You're making it all about race. It's nothing to do with race.
Well, they are white. I'm looking at them.
I'm sure there'll be a black referee somewhere.
Yeah, probably. But the question stands, why is it so manual when, you've got VAR, Hawkeye, all this sort of shit?
Well, they were talking about, can you remember a few weeks ago, someone had a field goal and it went that high above the post.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying.
And they didn't know, and one give it, another one's watching it, then I'll give it, and it looks like it gone wide. They've been talking about putting a computer chip inside a ball for like GPS.
But they could have done that years ago.
They could have done.
It's the same technology they have in football.
Yeah.
To know whether the ball crosses the line or not.
Yeah.
But the reason they haven't is because then they wouldn't be able to do this.
It's very cynical a view, and if it's true, then that's pretty shocking.
But even with that, you could still see it's a first down.
Easily. Yeah.
So once you get the three-peat, you can imagine the Chiefs maybe not winning anything else for a while.
People not recognising some of the Patriots because they went, they cheated all the time. I think that's only one of the decisions, by the way, that one. But I think in terms of the importance in terms of ones that directly impacted the outcome of the game.
Yeah, that was massive.
That was quite late on as well, wasn't it?
Massive.
Yeah, fourth quarter.
Just ludicrous.
Taking that aside, though, what was the rest of the game like? It seemed quite an even affair.
It was close. Yeah. It's close because it was the second half when these decisions started cropping up. So.
Can we go to another one where it was
the catch?
The catch.
Yep.
That was another joke. Honestly,
who caught it or didn't catch it?
Worthy caught it. Well, he didn't catch it.
He didn't catch it because it bounced.
It was one of two things happened there. It was either an interception, or it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah,
they gave it as a complete pass.
Yeah, ridiculous. That absolutely.
It was definitely neither of those.
No,
either he's the cornerback's judged to have been in control of the ball.
Yeah,
when he caught it.
Yeah,
or as it comes down, it hits the ground before Worthy catches it.
Yeah, but no way is it a Worthy catch.
Was it given?
One thing it isn't is a completed catch.
No, it wasn't. Ridiculous. Honestly, that was another one that's scandalous.
Yeah. So there's those two.
The floor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those two decisions directly led to 10 points for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
In a 3-point game.
Was that reviewed and replayed?
Yeah, it was reviewed and again, it was
Yeah.
decided that the on-field call was correct. Again, on the commentary, what they think they're reviewing is whether it's an interception or not. When I gave it as a completed catch, they couldn't believe it. But this is where we have to say congratulations to the Chiefs and the Eagles for making it through to the Super Bowl that no one wants to see.
No. That twat do it as well. What's his name? Stephen Mulhern. Seems to do all shit. That guy. Fucking can't stand him.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
Oh,
was he in Star Trek? Or Star Wars, whichever one you said earlier.
It's wherever Ollie Willoughby is. He's like seems to be like lapping right behind her.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
But he does like Dancing on Ice now, I think, instead of Schofield with her. He does Shaw's Your Box. That one.
Deal or No Deal.
That's it. No, that's it. Deal or No Deal.
What's happened to Edmonds?
No idea.
Literally, the only thing I know about Deal or No Deal is that Noel Edmonds is on it.
The only thing I knew about it, apart from that, was Ollie Murs once appeared on there as a contestant and won a tenner.
Really?
Yeah. What I should have said then was the American rapper.
A pure profit.
Yeah, the American rapper MC Hammer were also on that. And I think he got 50 quid.
Go on.
He got 50 quid. No, I thought they were going to do it same as Ollie Murs. So I said, "Oh, MC Hammer went on there. He won 50 quid," and you would have said,
Did he?
"No, MC Hammer."
Fuck's sake. If you could send us a script with our parts in beforehand,
yeah. So I can edit it.
Yeah.
So in fact, we can still do that. What do you want us to say? What do you want us to say? And we can just put us saying that in, and then you can do the touchline.
Did he? No, it was MC Hammer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like how your go-to rapper reference is fucking MC Hammer as well.
Well, nothing but the best.
He went to swap his box and he said, "No, you can't touch this."
At least that makes sense.
Well, I know with Vanilla Ice, for the amount of royalties he had to pay Queen, he said it weren't even worth doing.
Well, he also claims that it's not a sample. He says it's similar, but it's actually got an extra note in.
Fucking it's identical.
Apparently, one of them is dum 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 dum, and the other one is dum 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 dum.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
so
subtle, isn't it?
You notice it's got an extra dum.
Yeah. Subtle.
Yeah, subtle, but technically an extra note, but also exactly the same. It's like if in the middle of it, he'd just suddenly gone, and the rest of it was the same. You go, it's still the same, Vanilla.
But I prefer Vanilla Ice.
Real name, Robert Van Winkle.
Yeah.
But who did you prefer, Under Pressure or Ice Ice Baby?
Ice Ice Baby.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because I fucking hate Queen.
My karaoke song, that is.
Which one? Under Pressure.
Ice Ice Baby.
Go on, give us first verse.
No, get fucked. This is being recorded.
All right, hang on a second.
It's still not going to happen. All right, stop.
What? Collaborate and listen.
Ice back with a brand new invention.
Something grabs a hold of me tightly.
Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly.
Will it ever stop, yo?
Yo, I don't know. Oh, for fuck's sake, we're doing that. No, come on.
I refuse. But I tell you what, he were cooking them MCs like a
pound of bacon.
Yeah.
Was he burning them?
Must have been, yeah.
He ain't quick and nimble. I bet he goes crazy when he hears a song.
Yeah.
What about the hi-hat, though?
Was it suited to tempo?
Rolling in his 5.0?
No.
You see, I'd have been more impressed if Vanilla Ice.
No, you know Vanilla Ice. You know Vanilla Ice bought a copy of Microsoft Office for his parents.
Oh, is this a joke?
To his mother.
Oh God! I could see the setup and everything. Have we got to do this team malarkey then?
Yeah.
Yes.
This was Daz's idea. So, what I think. Are we all going to say what our suggestion for the position is, and then we have to come to an agreement between?
Yes,
got to fight your corner.
Got to be yes.
Right. So we're not going to end up. We're only going to end up with one
What?
final
There
team.
can only be one.
There
Are
can
you
only
making a
be
note
one.
of this, Greggles? And then
I
post
am
it in
making a note
Discord?
of it, yeah.
Quarterback.
Okay, we can do this in any order, really, can't we, between us?
Well, no, quarterback.
I've gone for Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills.
Right, so just for context, this
Yeah.
is who we
This
think has
season.
been the best performing in this position
Yes.
this season.
Yeah.
Season. Not last season. That's gone.
Not
This
career,
season's gone. Yeah.
What
No,
about in
not
next
career.
season?
not in the future,
Right,
No,
this
no,
season.
this season.
not in the year 25-25.
So you've
So
gone
you-
for Josh Allen. I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes.
Fuck off.
No, seriously, it's going to be Lamar for me.
Yeah, and Lamar for me as well. 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Yeah, Lamar for me.
I don't want my team to have a fucking Baltimore Raven in it. That's all.
Well, that
Um,
seals it. It's Lamar.
Yeah, four touchdowns running this season. So that in total, you had 45 touchdowns. Yeah.
I
I'm
think
happy with that.
by any metric other than sort of playoff progression, Lamar for me is easy.
Yeah, Lamar gets it for me as well.
Okay.
Two.
I think this is an easy one.
I
low for?
reckon. I reckon. You know, this team's got an asterisk against.
What's the next one? Running back.
Running back.
This is going to be nice and easy.
Easy, yeah.
It may well be. Have we all gone for Najee Harris? Yeah.
Derrick Henry. I'm going to get as many Baltimores in as I can.
I think you might get overruled on this one.
Okay, but he's definitely going to be back up. But obviously, it's Barkley, isn't it? 2005 yards.
It's Barkley by a fucking mile.
Yeah.
If anyone's got their position in this team nailed down before we even did it, it was him.
Yeah, just a big shout out as well, if I can do on this one, to Jamar Gibbs. I think not one fumble all during season. He's the only one in the top 10, I think.
Also,
Gibbs, Johnny Taylor.
They were splitting the workload. They were splitting the workload.
Yes,
Gibbs and Montgomery.
Mm.
So, how many more yards would Gibbs have got if he'd have been like an out-and-out number one running back?
Mm-hmm.
We'll go tight end.
Yeah, why not? I think so. For me, there's only one.
Bowers.
Well, 5 touchdowns for Bowers, 2 touchdowns for McBride.
McBride famously only got those 2 touchdowns in the last game, though, didn't he?
Mm.
I've actually gone for McBride. I think he's had a stellar season as a tight end. It would have been George Kittle, but again, got injured a few times during the season.
That kept him out of contention.
I probably would have gone for George Kittle if he took it as an average over the games he played. But because he missed a chunk, I'm going for McBride. So
then I look at George Kittle because I like George Kittle. But then I come back to the two, Brock Bowers and McBride. Brock Bowers had an amazing season. I think it's got to be Bowers for me.
I'd agree. I should, obviously, being a Cards fan, go for McBride, but Bowers, considering it's also his rookie season.
Yeah.
Beat him on yards, beat him on touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think Bowers was the 3rd most yards receiving out of receivers as well, isn't he?
Yeah, it was. And McBride was 4th.
Yeah. So for me, I'd go with Bowers.
On receptions, that was.
Oh, is it right? Okay.
Yeah, I'd give it to Bowers.
I agree.
I don't mind that. It was between these two for me.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one will be interesting.
How many receivers are we having? 2?
Yeah.
Are we having 2? Okay.
Do you want to go through, G? Do you want to go 3?
I put 3 down. But
okay, let's go 3.
Okay.
I had QB, running back, tight end, 3 receivers, and then an O-line.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think we're all going to be in agreement for one of them, and that's got to be Jamar
Chase.
Yeah.
Chase
I reckon we might be in agreement for 2 of them.
JJ?
I think Jefferson has got to be, got to be in there.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
All comes down to the 3rd guy.
I'm split between 2 here.
I'm split between 2 as well.
I've put one name on my list, but this one I changed the most out of probably anyone in the team.
Right, I'll break cover first then. So the 2 I'm considering.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes, he's one.
And Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, folks. No, not on my list.
If you look at Brian Thomas, 10
I think
touchdowns.
he's good. I think he's good. I think he's really good. I don't think he's. I wouldn't have him near
No.
top 3 at the moment.
No.
Well, he's third in the amount of yards for the season, Thomas Jr. And he's done it. So for context, Jamar Chase got 1,708 yards, which is just way out in front. JJ got 1,533. And then the next sort of tranche are all round about the same. But Thomas Jr. got 1,282 yards. Drake London got 1,271.
Yeah.
St. Brown got 1,263. But Thomas Jr. only had 87 receptions to get those yards. So he wasn't targeted as much, but maximised his potential.
I will say though that Amon-Ra St. Brown is the one I dropped from my lineup in favour of
okay, interesting. 4, not the judge, was it?
Puka Nacua.
Puka. Yeah, he injured as well, wasn't he?
He started the season injured,
Yeah.
but no one was more responsible for getting his team into the playoffs than him over the last 10 games or so. He was fantastic. And the fact that Cooper Kupp was doing practically nothing in those games, he really stepped up in the in that run-in.
I want to give a shout out to Malik Neighbours, to be fair, for Giants.
Imagine if he had a fucking quarterback, yeah.
I think this guy...
Just having put up with that for a year.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's a special wide receiver. I think he was the second... I think he was the second most targeted player after Jamar Chase. Put up 1,204 yards in his rookie year and 7 touchdowns. So...
And that's not counting for all those ones that went flying over his head.
Of 12 yards in front of him. So I'm going to throw someone in now, and it's not even Jackson Smith.
As Michael Barrymore said at his pool party.
I
like
Smith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also second half of the season he was fantastic as well.
He really was. Good. I'm going to put. He started off the season slow, but once the balls came to him, he caught everything. He scored. I think it was top 3 or 4 in touchdowns this season. And I think Washington would be a poorer place without Scary Terry McLaurin.
Oh, I didn't realise we were allowed to suck off our own teams.
Well, you're right, because there's no one for you.
I was going to say this is offense.
Wait till we get to our kicker, mate.
Right, yeah. Well, he's definitely in. Yeah.
But I'd like to put Scary Terry. He only had 82 receptions for 1,096 yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he had 32 more receptions, and he only put up 150 yards more. That's 2.
Well, using that analogy, then compare the 2 for Brian Thomas.
Yeah, you kind of just argued for Brian Thomas by doing that, though.
Scary Terry scored 13 touchdowns and at vital times of the season when it mattered most.
Well, so who's your number 3? You going for Scary Terry's your number 3?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going for St. Brown.
And I'm going for Nacua. So we need to come to an agreement.
Well, you had Amon-Ra St. Brown. I had him down as well. Then I changed it to Scary Terry.
So Amon-Ra was on all our lists, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So I suppose we probably should go for him.
Fair.
All right, if we move on to the O-line.
Okay.
Oh, should we start with the tackles?
Hold on, G. Hold on. Next week, join us when we pick the defensive coordinators and the offensive coordinators, plus the passing coordinators.
When we come up with our ultimate cheerleaders.
Yeah, mate.
Just imagine if we did one of these every week during the off season. What kind of content would be out by fucking July?
The cheerleaders one's going to be a visual podcast. That's what one line now, offensive line. I can only pick one of it. I know straight away.
Do we go? Are we going to start with the tackles?
Oh, you want to go? You want to go that? I thought we were just going to pick a line. Okay, tackles.
Oh, okay. I've only got 5 anyway, so it's
because I don't really know players that much. Well, I do because Sam Cosmi's played so good at right guard this season.
Well, I'll start with who my 2 tackles are. I've got Lane Johnson from the Eagles, and I've got Penei Sewell from the Lions.
Penei Sewell, I know him. Yeah, he's on my list. Yeah, definitely having him.
Then I've got my 2 guards. Landon Dickerson from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Sam Cosmi from the Commanders.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Sam Cosmi.
And my centre is Tyler Lindenbaum from the Ravens.
I'm going
I
for
can't even know.
Creed Humphrey.
Chiefs.
Is that where he is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chiefs. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Creed Humphrey. Or who's the other one?
Okay.
Frank Ragnow. Where's he?
Frankie,
Lions.
as they say.
Is he? Yeah, he's also dead good. I thought he's had a great season.
Did we go centre?
I said Linderbaum, the Ravens.
Okay, so an interesting one I want to bring up as well for left tackle. Who did you say left tackle? Sorry, you said.
Penay Sewell.
Okay, so there's another Eagles guy, Jordan Mailata.
Malata, yeah.
He's fucking good. He also has won the PFS. So what's that mean? That's some sort of award anyway. He's won. He's won the best run blocker and the best offensive lineman. The Eagles left tackles earned 90 plus points.
Yeah, he's left because Penay Sewell's left as well. So essentially, it was down to him and Penay Sewell.
Yeah,
but I had to go for Penay Sewell in the end.
Yeah. So they're saying the highest graded offensive lineman in the 2024 regular season was Jordan Mailata, Eric McCoy, Chris Lindstrom, Creed Humphrey, and Rashawn Slater.
Rashawn Slater was nearly in it as well. I did say to Edgy earlier, I nearly just picked the Eagles O-line.
Yeah, it's so easy to do that, isn't it?
Who's the guy that was always a 99 on Madden?
Trent Williams.
Oh, Trent Williams.
Missed most of the season.
Yeah, he was 49ers.
Injured.
No, Quentin
Crisp.
Williams. No, Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Wilson.
Quentin
Tarantino.
Nelson. Quentin Nelson.
Quinton Nelson.
Quinton, that's it, yeah. Is he any good?
Yeah.
Can he be in the team?
Even Joe Alt was all right this season.
Who?
Joe Alt. He was okay this season.
I don't know whether that's a joke or not.
No, he was a draft. He was a big draft pick.
Yeah, massive. First offensive lineman to be chosen. Lane Johnson, we've said. Laramie Tunsil for the Texans is okay, but I don't think he's elite. Tristan Wirth, again, a good player.
He was. I was thinking about him. I went for Johnson player over him. Yeah.
Now they put Andrew Thomas in for the Giants, but because of the Giants, forget it. Same with Terry Armstead for Dolphins. Forget that. So
you got to look at this season specifically.
Again, that Jordan Mailata, good player. Rashawn Slater again, good player, isn't he? David Bakhtiari.
He's at the Jags, isn't he?
He's at the Packers.
Oh,
yeah.
And Penny Sewell. So
all mine got to the playoffs, so
yes.
that was also my thinking.
Well, I vote for Penny Sewell.
Okay.
Because I've heard of him.
He has had a brilliant season.
Yeah. But I do want to go with Lane Johnson, definitely.
Is he a tackle?
Yeah.
So that's the two tackles sorted.
Yeah.
Right, you each pick a guard and I'll pick the centre.
Okay.
Creed Humphrey. I don't know any guards.
Okay, I'll go through some here now.
Mine plays for the Chiefs.
Cosme.
Right.
I think Cosme for me will be an automatic one in.
He's Washington.
Well, Cosme was in my list as well. So.
Yeah,
right, that's
mine.
fair. And then Greggles.
So we got what place left for one guard, yeah?
Yeah.
Landon Dickerson. Again, the Eagles. Yeah, I think that's a good O-line.
I think that's a damn good. It's an expensive O-line.
It is, but quite young as well. Apart from Lane Johnson, that's quite a young O-line. I know, because sorry, I was thinking of mine, not Humphrey as well. But, Sewell, Cosme, Dickerson, all what, 20, 25, 26 and under?
Yeah. All about this season.
I've got two defensive tackles. I've got Andrew Van Ginkel from the Vikings and Chris Jones from the Chiefs.
Chris Jones, yeah. He's on my list. Always has been on my first name on that list, he was.
What have you got to tackle, Daz?
It's an interesting one, this one. You've got to go Chris Jones.
Happy with that.
Without a shadow of a doubt. You've got
consistency
to
as well.
Yeah.
But more than anything else, just so consistently good this year.
Yeah, he's a brick in it to stop that lad.
He made with the best move ever started last season where he sat out awaiting his contract first game of the season and they lost. And his contract was there the next day. You ready for him?
He was, oh my God, he's such a good one as well. But Justin Madu Burecki. But you won't have picked him because there's a Ravens.
I picked a Ravens centre.
Okay. Oh yeah, true. So I'm going to go for my second player as being Justin Madubueke.
Okay.
Monsieur Edge.
For a DT.
Yeah.
Are we saying Jones is definitely in?
Yeah,
Jones
Jones
is
definitely in.
I'm just going off as a no. Quinnen Williams.
Yeah, good.
Where was
He's
he?
okay. He's good.
The other guy, did you say him before? I always had him when I got my draft to Buckner. Is it Forrest?
Yeah,
Buckner?
the Forrest Buckner, yeah. I just mentioned the Forrest Buckner, yeah.
As to who played well, other than Chris Jones, I don't really know anyone else.
Quinnen Williams is at Jets, so
Who's
obviously you know him.
who's Pittsburgh's DT?
Cam Hayward.
Is he any good?
Yeah, he's been really good for ages. It was one of those ones where so I kept having to change my team. I had to eventually just go. Other players have probably had a better season. He's on the bench. He's definitely on the bench.
I'll leave this one up to you boys because I don't know enough of them.
All right, who have you heard more of? Andrew Van Ginkel or whatever Daz went for?
What did you go for, Daz?
The Ravens Madubueke.
I'm not heard of either of them. So is mine the casting vote? So who did he play for? Madueke plays for who?
Ravens or Vikings?
Oh, it's got to be the Ravens then, just to annoy Greggles.
Okay. Should we move on to our edge rushers?
Shall we?
Shall we?
Can I suggest Miles Garrett?
You can do indeed.
You can.
And Trey Hendrickson.
Hendrickson's
He's the
one of
dude
mine.
from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Hendrickson won.
Sack
Did he
leader.
finish the sack? Right, okay.
Yeah, 17 and a half.
I'm happy with that.
To be fair, Micah Parsons done all right with 12 sacks in. He missed
You know
quite
the
a large
rules,
chunk.
though. You know
Oh,
the
no, I
rules.
was just saying he did well.
What did he finish on?
He finished with 12 sacks.
Anyway, no surprise. My other one is Hendrickson. Obviously, I've got TJ Watt. Not just sacks, but also the amount of forced fumbles and stuff like that.
Is he an edge rusher or linesman?
Yeah.
Oh,
He plays mainly as an edge rusher. The way Steelers are lined up, they're kind of more adaptable.
Could we possibly put Watt in as a linebacker for our team and then have Garrett?
But Miles Garrett, I've got to go Miles Garrett as well. Such a poor Browns team, but he still played hard. So we're struggling on second DE.
Well, I don't know. I think Edgy said Miles Garrett as well. So
okay then.
I'd like, Miles Garrett, obviously, because I've heard of him and he's very good on Madden.
There we go. It matters what it all comes down to what happened in NFL this year, but it's good in Madden. Yeah. All right.
I'm like the Jets owner.
Yeah.
Well, I am, aren't I? I'm
really.
All right, so we're going with 3 linebackers then.
Yes, because we've got 2 tackles, haven't we?
Okay.
Interesting.
I'd be happy to put Watt in as a linebacker.
Okay, so also I had here, and he's had a decent season. Fred Warner for Niners.
I was thinking that as well. That he's the only one who really showed up all season.
Yeah, I agree.
49ers.
Consistently all season as well. Frankie Louvu.
He just bubbled under for me.
He just bubbled under. That's fine. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'll put TJ in as a linebacker.
Okay. Well, he goes in then straight away for me for linebacker.
Can I say 2 who are on mine? I've got Zach Bound from the Eagles.
Oh my, yeah, both of them. To be fair, for Eagles.
Yeah, and I've been so impressed with this guy. I had to put him in, even though he statistically he might not be one of the best, but he's definitely one of the best defensive rookies. That's Jared Verse of the Rams.
Jared Verse. He was
on my list.
Yeah, Jared Verse. I forgot about Jared Verse. Get him in there. Jared Verse. The game he put up against the Eagles, I thought phenomenal. And not just the Eagles throughout the season. So we've got Verse, we've got Watts and Warner.
The hole he's had to fill this year as well. He played in that Rams defense.
Yeah, he's such a good player.
I know I haven't gone for Warner because
okay.
Just because the 49ers overall weren't even though he's individually was.
Yeah.
Whereas Zach Bound's had a brilliant season and he's in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. We'll
Edgy's watching something else again. Edgy's watching something else.
He is.
Someone got a penalty or something.
No, PSV just had a man sent off.
Oh right, okay.
So
I can't help you here anyway because I'd only be picking names.
So we've got Zach Bound or
Fred Warner.
Or Fred Warner.
I've heard of Fred Warner.
Okay, we'll go Fred Warner.
But I'll tell you what, yours is a good shout as well because he's played really well. In fact, he's pivotal. In fact, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change, and I don't like to change it. I'm going to change from Warner to the Eagles guy. Yeah,
Zach Bowen.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, he's on my list as well. Get him in there. Brilliant player.
Yeah, I actually did forget about him. Yeah, but he's had a really good season.
So cornerbacks. These were the first two names who sprung to mind when I was thinking of two
corners. I've got one straight away.
I've got one in my head.
I went. These are the first. Without even, I didn't even look at anyone else. I went Cooper DeJean, Patrick Surtain.
I've heard of Surtain. What about? Don't know his first name. Stingley Jr.
Derek.
Derek Stingley Jr. I kind of like him because it's the most inappropriate American football name. He sounds like he should be working as a quantity surveyor or something. Derek Stingley.
I remember him getting an interception that I was quite impressed by. Also, the guy from, I don't know if he is a cornerback, from Cincinnati, Taylor Britt is his name. I don't think
we can justify having two Cincinnati defensive players.
No, you really cannot do that.
Yeah. But he did make a superb interception. I think it was against Kansas, actually.
Right, for me, straight away, Surtain Jr. goes in without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He was always first name on my list. He was, get him in.
But he's the best corner in football, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. No, are we picking two? Did you say? See, you've got Darius Slay, haven't you? Darius Slay for Eagles.
There's a lot of good. Yeah, I mean, I had to pick one of the Eagles ones. It was so hard with the Eagles actually deciding which ones to leave out.
Yeah,
because their defense has been so good. I could have easily had their entire O line, their running back, and most of their defense in this team. But Cooper DeJean as a rookie.
Cooper DeJean's done so well, hasn't he? I agree.
I've heard you mention him a lot of times on the pod. So
safeties. I think we all agreed on Butter Baker, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on the cards.
All right, so we've got one safety spot left. The one I've gone for is Kirby Joseph of the Lions.
Absolutely, 100% Kirby. I think he led the league in interceptions this season, didn't he?
I think so. Just really good. And also, he was the only one who survived during where all their players got injured on defense. He was still going.
None interception, and he actually got a pick six as well.
And for kicker, Joey Boswell.
Hang on, is Edgy go with us then? Are you not going to try and get Butter Baker out of the team?
Butter Baker's going to stay in the team. He was the first name on my team sheet.
Fair enough. Yeah. So we've got Butter and Kirby.
Yeah.
All right. Is this where we squeeze a Steeler in on the kicker?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. Chris Boswell. Punter, I've just got who cares about the fucking punter?
I do. I want to go. He did it my way, Tress way. There can't be stats of punters, Jesus.
I'd like to go with the one below him for Tommy Townsend. A, for the name, and B, if you look at him, he looks like a proper stoner.
He really does, doesn't he?
I'll go for the stoner in our team.
Yeah. Tommy Townsend.
This team's fucking class. We're not going to be punting very often, so
that's true. That is very true.
So our defense is Jones, Malareki, Hendrickson, Garrett, TJ, Verse, Zach Bowen, Surtain, DeJean, Buddha, Kirby, Boswell, Tommy Townsend.
Honestly, that is a team.
Yeah, but I don't know how it works because
we're going to have to select
how do they play each other.
We're going to have to select an offense for the opposing sides of the ball for each team.
Can we think about what our second choices were going to be then?
Because you don't want to overpower it. We'll have to try and be equal.
I'll tell you what. We'll do the other teams in Discord. I haven't got my list.
Or I wonder if we can just let the computer draft.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
So like we've got.
They've got to play someone, haven't they?
And they've got.
Sorry, I thought we were going to play offense versus defense.
Yeah, but how do we?
How would you play the rest of the game?
You're going to have two teams in order to do that.
Yeah.
And obviously the offense special team has to have a defense.
We
did it because we drafted it.
So have we just wasted our time doing that?
No, we'll figure a way out, an equitable way.
Right. This offense and this defense are going to be on opposite teams, essentially.
Correct. They have to be, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how it works.
So the offense will be picked
so we can let the
Ravens.
computer decide what the offense is for our defense, and let the computer decide what the defense is for our offense.
I don't know. I think so. We'll see. But the two teams that we'll pick will be the Ravens versus the Steelers.
No one wants to watch that.
No, Jesus.
3-3.
I think it should be the Raiders versus the Giants.
That's fair. Yeah, give them a taste of
Jesus.
Because we're going to stream this, aren't we? So we've got to make it worth watching. Therefore, Raiders against Giants.
Yeah, if I put that in the title of the stream,
15-minute quarters.
They'll be coming in the droves, won't they?
Well, we'll have to. The thing is, we'll have to do it, and we'll have to commentate on it as well.
Yeah.
But a bonus episode for Lefty, who's probably given us £4 now, and all he's got is a T-shirt out of it. That's a pretty good deal, actually.
That's a very good deal. Did anyone see Poor Pete's Pants press conference?
His poor pants. Is that why he's got another job?
Yeah. Did you see his press conference, anyone?
Piss Pants Pete's poor press conference.
Yeah. Well, so he's there and said, oh, it's Cowboys hire, Matt Eberfluss. There he goes, the defensive coordinator. So during the Raiders press conference, he's there. He's Piss Pants Pete on the podium, shaking a little bit.
Piss Pants Pete's podium?
Yeah, he's there doing his presser. And he's going.
Piss Pants Pete's podium presser?
That's it. We want to bring all the people. He's pissed on the past the podium. And he goes, I want to bring all the people of the Raiders together. Then also from the audience hear this Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you seen Murderville, which is the American version of Murder in Successville?
No, I've heard of Murder, She Wrote.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
Murder Taggart.
Right. So you got your starting point as Murder, She Wrote and Taggart, but imagine if there was a comedy show where there was a murder every week and all the people in it were pretending to be celebrities. Right. It's a British show. It's actually quite funny. It's kind of, they get a celebrity guest in each week and the celebrity guest hasn't got a clue what's going on. They just kind of have to follow the action. But there's an American remake of it with Will, what's his name?
Will Smith.
Not Will Smith. It's not going to be Will Ferrell.
Will
from Arrested Development.
From In Between Us.
Will C.
From Arrested Development.
Will I Am
from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
He's in it playing the main cop guy. And in one episode, Marshawn Lynch was the rookie cop they got in to do it. It's well worth watching that because he doesn't give a fuck that he's being made to look stupid on TV. He's just rolling with it.
There's one Star Wars did a similar.
Will Arnett. Will Arnett. It came to me just like that.
qbscpod@gmail.com.
Dan Snyder, sex thing.
All right, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flowing like a opal. Daily and nightly, will it ever stop, y'all? I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll go to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal, light up the stage and wax a jump like a candle dance. Caress a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best, it's a felony. Love it to leave it, you better gain weight. Better hit bulls out of kid don't play. If it was a problem, I would solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Vanilla ice, vanilla ice, baby. Oh, ice, baby. Yeah, ice. Vanilla ice, Vanilla ice, baby. Oh, ice, baby. Well, now that the party is jumping with the bass kicked in, fingers all pumping, quick to the point, no faking, burning MCs like a pound of bacon, burning up. If you're not quick and nimble, you're crazy when I hear that cymbal. I am with the souped up tempo, I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo, rolling in my 5.0 with the rack top down so my beard can blow. If it was a problem, I would solve it. Check out the hook when my DJ revolves it. Ice, vanilla ice, vanilla ice, baby. Oh, ice, baby. Oh, ice, vanilla ice, vanilla ice, baby. Oh, ice, baby. Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back, my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flowing like a harpoon, daily and nightly.